Hey everybody, Tom Sappington. Listen, I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the list of names. When you first get started in this business, one of the things that you want to do is have a really big, long list of names. List of names equals seed. The more seed that you have, it's like if you're a farmer, if you only have a few seed, you're thinking that you're going to have a really big farm. You have a really big a bag of seeds, it gives you a chance to have a really big harvest. So it's really important to start off right with a large list of names. A lot of people don't understand the importance of the list of names, but believe me, if you get 4 or 5 no's and you got 10 people on a page, you might start to think, oh, this ain't going to work. But if you have 100 people on a page, you get 4 or 5 no's, you're like, well, this is bound to work anyway. You see what I'm saying? So list of names equal I believe. All right, now most people say, well, I don't know that many people. If I just grabbed their cell phone and said, how many people you got listed in here, usually it's 4 or 5 times larger than the name they have on a paper. I'm like, well, what's wrong with these people? You don't think they have skin? I'm just throwing it out there. But the idea is that's the key is, let's start. So whenever I start working with somebody, I usually say, okay, who did you go to grade school with? Who did you go to middle school with? Who did you go to high school? And then secondary on college and trade schools and things like that. Who was your friends in Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, brownies, cupcakes, whatever it is? Did you play Pee-wee football with? Who were you on the girls volleyball team with? Who did you play soccer with? All those things really make a difference. Who's sending you birthday cards and Christmas cards? Who do you send birthday and Christmas cards to? Who were your old neighbors, your new neighbors, the neighbors that you just moved from? Who were the people that you spent a lot of time with, like off the job, when you had a job and the different jobs that you had? Who were they? And you start listing them down. Then when we get past all that, I say, okay, well, how about, who do you know that was named A like Al? Who do you know that's B like Bob? Who do you know it's a C like a Charlie? Who do you know it's a D like a David, Doug? Or, and you just go through the alphabet. Who do you know whose last name is Abernathy? Who do you know whose last name is Baker? And you find that in the white pages. Then you have the yellow pages that who do you know it's an accountant? Who do you know it's a barber? Who do you know it's a candlestick maker? Who do you know it's a dentist, a doctor, and so on? And you just go through A to Z's, and you'd be surprised that they go, oh man, I know all these guys. Then there's the people that you don't know by name, but you know them. Who delivers my mail? Who delivers, who do I pick up my, who do I buy my gas from? Like, 3 times a week today. And then all those things. So the same people we're seeing on a regular basis that we know, oh, this is Mary, she's the cleaning lady. This is Bill, the mailman. And so then we know that we can eventually get a hold of them. But see, that builds a big list of names. Now, the key with the list of names is you want to put it in categories. There's 3 categories. There's the people that are relatives and really, really close. Those are R's. And they're really, really important. And then there's the people that are long distance, and those are L's, and they could be really, really close to us, but they're really, really far away, like geographically. And then there's the masses, the M's, the people that are like just tons of people out there that you know, but you don't know well enough to invite them to your house. Let's take the L for a minute. The L's are everybody you know that's too far to drive over to their house, to hang out, and then they come back home on the same day. If you could spend a little bit of a time to get there, it's still they're close enough possibly to come over, but typically people drive like over an hour to see something, what's going on. So they're long distance, and we've got a plan for them guys. One of the things about long distance is L stands for look up live event. In other words, if they're too far away to sit down with me, they're probably too far away to, they won't go to a meeting I'm going to. So if they're in a neighboring city or neighboring state or the neighboring country, then I want to be able to know when I talk to somebody else, this person lives here and this is the meetings in the area and these dates. So L stands for long distance from me, but it also means long look up live event in their area. Okay, it's really important. We'll talk about it a little bit later on. The next area is R's. Those are like the people that are relatives and are really, really close friends, and they live really, really close. R's are like, there's probably the shortest of all the lists that you have, but they're really important because those are the people that really care about you. They've been in your home, you've been in their home. They know the dirt in your life, you know the scoop on them. So they're the people that love you no matter what happens, and they're the ones that you reach out to and say, I'm looking for some support, and that's really important too. The last group, this is the biggest group, the huge one, the M, the masses, stands for multimedia. It stands for magazines. It stands for market parties. The M stands for like, this is everybody that you can't get to your house because you know them well enough, but not well enough to invite them to your home or somebody else's home. But then there are also the people that you know that they could be relatives and they could be friends, but they're in your area. So, but they're not really, really close to you, okay? That's the key there, is they're close, but not really, really close. Make sense? So you got L's, R's, and M's. That's it.